Yo guys, what is going on? This is the Poké Technician here, bringing you another battle. Today we are representing the Seattle Mareanies in the Draft League Challenge. A 7-game Draft League competition. So far we are 2-0 with one really solid 5-0 win, and then I think it was a 4-4 win last week. It was also a automatic win because of some rule breaking that went on. But anyhow, here I'm playing Bearpaw. Bearpaw is a very threatening team. I'll decide the rules. It's pretty plain and simple here. So he's got Mareanies, which is an absolute monster. Of course he has Volcarona, Marowak, Leolol in form. Things like Mantine, Ditto, a lot of threats that I'm really scared of here. I will show you the team I'm bringing here. My team is this one right here. It consists of Focus/Cloyster. It's running the Toxic Spikes as well as Rapid Spin with Liquidation and Rock Blast for the Mantine. We do have the Life Orbed Excadrill with its Stealth Rocks. It's also packing the normal coverage of Earthquake, Iron Head, and Rock Slide. Mimikyu is going to be your typical Swords Dance, Shadow Claw, Shadow Sneak, Play Rough set again, with the Spell Tag this time to boost the Ghost type moves. We're really hoping to pick off that Volcarona in this situation with that Spell Tag with a Shadow Sneak, or a Shadow Claw into Shadow Sneak if the disguise isn't broken. We are bringing the leftover Substitute Terrakion with Rock Slide, Close Combat, and Earthquake. As you can see, we have a lot of physical attackers this week, but hopefully that doesn't bite us in the butt. We also have the Rapidash, which is Focus Sash with Swords Dance, High Horsepower Flare Blitz, and the last attack is Wild Charge for the Mantine. And we have our Assault Vested Heliolisk with Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, Hyper Voice, and Surf. And we will see what he is bringing here. Is he bringing the Volcarona? He is bringing the Volcarona. Yep. He's got a very threatening team here. Oh boy, he brought pretty much the most terrifying thing that he possibly could have. I'm super scared of the Umbreon because I probably didn't prep well enough for it. But here I do think that the best move is to try and get some Toxic Spikes up. At the same time, I'm betting that his Volk is the Heavy Duty Boots. What do I think he wants to lead here? I almost think he wants to lead either the Mareanies or perhaps even the Volcarona. I should probably bring in something for the Mareanies here, I'm thinking. I'm almost tempted to go Terrakion. At the same time, Heliolisk could be a good mon in this situation. Okay, I'm going to lead with the Heliolisk. No. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to lead with the Cloyster. Sorry about that, guys. The Cloyster has to get up the Toxic Spikes here, even if Volcarona doesn't care about them because it's heavy-duty boots. I need to get myself in a situation where I can chip it. Goose is saying, who is the one who runs the DLC, the Draft League Challenge here. He said he's really looking forward to this battle. It's a pretty big one for the week. I am 2-0. I think Bearpaw's 1-1, I want to say. So we will see how this plays out here, what his lead is. Queen Mothra, it is. Okay. So here I am actually pretty inclined to just go for the Liquidation. Although I'm obviously super worried about the Giga Drain. Actually, Rock Blast is a really good option. I don't know why I didn't just immediately think of that, but here I think I am going to go for the Rock Blast. He might want to go for the Giga Drain, but I do have a pretty good amount of special defensive investment. And if he does choose to go for that, he withdraws. Okay. My heart is pounding right now, guys. My heart is literally pounding. So this is going to do very, very little. I'm terrified of Mareanies here too. Alright. He's running the leftovers. Okay, so we're looking at a lefty set. He might just go for the Fleur Cannon here. Excadrill is a really good option. Rapidash is an option, but also not the greatest option. I should be able to take one of anything at the same time. And I am considering putting on the pressure with my Toxic Spikes. At the same time, I could go for a Liquidation. I am holding the sash. Okay. Man, this is tough. I think here I am going to get up a layer of Toxic Spikes because this was just so good. Okay, Iron Defense. That's pretty bad. He is going for broke here, and I don't have a Dark type, obviously. Don't have a Hazer. Don't have anything to phase him out. So he sets up that Iron Defense. What are we going to do here? Rapidash is an option that I am considering. At the same time, I'm like, is he going to go for something like a Shift Gear or... Here I'm going to go into the Excadrill, I think. What else does he have in the back that I need? Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm pretty strongly considering going Excadrill here. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go into Excadrill. He might set up another Iron Defense, but I think it is a stored power set, perhaps. Maybe with a Volt Switch or something like that. Calm Mind. Alright. So he is going to set up the Calm Mind. Sorry about that noise, guys. I am having a lovely wine beverage right now, too. Okay, so here, I think EQ is the obvious play. I've got the Life Orb. It should be able to 2-co, I imagine, here. Let's see if he decides to stay in. And I do think this will... Oh, it's close. Not quite. Okay. Let's see how much damage he's able to do with us, do to us with the stored power. Should be... Okay. Pretty good amount of damage. Running the, what's it called? The lefties here. Here, I do think that the Earthquake is the safest play. However, that being said, I could see him going out into the Mantine here. So it's very touch and go for me whether I want to go for the Earthquake or the Rock Slide. I do certainly think that the Earthquake will 2-co from here, so I am going to opt to go for the Rock Slide, knowing how good of a battler that Chris is, aka Bearpaw. Please switch out. Please go into Mantine. I'm terrified right here, and I can tell that he's choosing his move very carefully. He does withdraw his Mareanies and goes into Beluga Jr., which is his Mantine. This should do a heck of a lot of damage. No way, of course. That is pretty lame, I have to say. But at the same time, I can go into my Heliolisk here. So that's what I am going to do. Yeah, I can't see him going for maybe a Toxic or something like that, but otherwise I think it's probably Scald. That Rock Slide miss was huge, guys. I mean, Life Orb Rock Slide would have done so much to this. Alright, but we are going to catch him going for a Scald and hit him with that Dry Skin. Here, I do predict him to bring in... the Ditto is an option, I guess, but at the same time, I do have some things to mess with that. I also could opt to go for a electric move, but I am worried about the Lightning Rod, perhaps. Oh man. If he goes out into Marowak, what can I go into? I can go into Cloister, I guess. So I'm gonna go for the Volt Switch here. He withdraws Beluga Jr. and goes out into Tribulation, which is the Marowak. Okay. He's gonna catch those Toxic Spikes, which is really nice. He is the Lightning Rod variant though. So that is not ideal, of course. But we have Tribulation in here. So now let's sit and let's think. We have the Rapidash, but he might want to go for a ground type move. I would probably just go Cloister here. I think is the best option. If he wants to go for a big Poltergeist, I think that's probably the most effective move for him right now. But at the same time, it almost seems like he's forced into something like an Earthquake. Either way, I am going to go out into my Cloister here. And we will see what he decides to click. It is going to be... Please be what? Stealth Rock. Oh, okay. Perfect. Actually. This is a decent situation for us, surprisingly. He can go for a Poltergeist if he really wants to. I have some really nice defense. I cannot Rapid Spin, unfortunately. But I can go for a Liquidation or a Rock Blast here. And I think... Man, I really do want to go for the Liquidation. I think I am going to go for the Liquidation here. Could get another layer of Toxic Spikes up. I'm just going to go for the Liquidation, because I think that will be the most effective play. I'm not very attack invested, if at all, I don't think, but... Oh man, okay, I really need to get rid of these Stealth Rocks, because I am bringing a couple Sashmons. They're quick too, so they could still potentially do some work, but it would be nice to have their Focus Sash intact. Out comes the Mareanies, yep. Okay, if we can get a defense drop, that would be pretty cool. Come on. Nope, no defense drop, alright. So here, I think we do have to click the Rapid Spin, unfortunately. So I'm just gonna do that. We'll see what he decides to click. I really, really want to keep my Rapidash's Sash intact. Say that 5 times fast. Rapidash's Sash intact. Rapidash's Sash intact. So out comes Beluga Jr. Alright, we will get our Rapid Spin off, which is super nice. That is going to up our speed, so we should easily be able to outspeed this Pokemon. I don't necessarily want to break my Sash here. But at the same time, I'm not sure I really have another option. So I think the move is probably just to go for the Rock Blast here. He might want to go for something like a Defog, maybe just an Air Slash, but I think Rock Blast is the play. Alright, and we do have the Skill Link, so we will connect 5 times with this Rock Blast. Looks like he is pretty defensively invested, but if he's not packing the Let's see what he goes for. Defog. Okay, yep. That is to be expected. My evasiveness falls. He does not have the leftovers, so I'm assuming he has the heavy duty boots to come in and defog things. What I'm gonna go for here, I have a couple options. I could go for the Rock Blast again, which I think is probably the best choice. I could set up the T-Spikes expecting the Mareanies switch in. And I do really think that the T-Spikes are nice for Umbreon, just to annoy him. Man, I'm wary about breaking my sash though, but at the same time, I think this is tough. I think I will opt to go for the Rock Blast here. I don't want to overpredict. Okay. He does switch out into what I'm assuming is the Mareanies. It's not. It is... Alright. That's okay, because if he switched into this on that turn, I wouldn't have been able to poison him anyway. So, oh my gosh. 2 crits in a row? That's pretty crazy. Alright, so we get 5 hits off on the Umbreon, of course. Alright, we are about 3/4 the way through this game. Pretty close game so far, I have to say. I'm interested to see what he wants to go for here, if it's something like the Wish, the Heal Bell perhaps, to try and keep Marowak healthy in the back. Let me just turn that down a little bit. I think here, what I want to do is, I do want to click Liquidation, but at the same time, he's so bulky. I think I will go out into the Heliolisk. I don't know. Could get up a Toxic Spike also. I think I will go out into the Lisk and try and get either a Volt Switch or a Hyper Voice off. What I'm expecting him to go for is something like the Yawn, Toxic, Wish. Wish, okay. So here he's gonna Wish. I'm wondering if he's just gonna try and protect and catch the Wish, or if he will try and pass his Wish into something. At this point, the most likely candidates for a Wish are something like either the Alolan Marowak, Mantine, or Magearna, obviously. So that kind of puts me in a predicament, because I do want to go for the Hyper Voice here in front of this. The Thunderbolt is the ideal move, but I am kind of expecting him to switch into either hit Protect or switch into the Marowak. So what I'm going to do here is just go for the Surf. I am able to switch my moves because I decided to go Assault Vest on this. What's he going to? Please. Yes! Okay, perfect. So that was a great prediction on my part. I don't know if this is going to KO, but certainly should do a pretty good chunk of damage. Let's see. Ooh. Isn't quite going to KO, but it does force him out here. Methinks. Come on. Okay, yeah. I think that is in KO range. So here, his options basically are either to go into Ditto and copy me to take this water type attack. Okay, I need to calm down. Remember what my checks are for this. And there really are none, of course. So here I do think the move is to just click Surf again. If he wants to go into Mantine, he can. Anything else is not going to really appreciate it by any means, and then I can follow up with something else most likely. So here I am just going to go again for that Surf. Okay, hopefully this takes him out. I'm thinking it is in KO range now. I'm really hoping. Yes, okay, perfect. Oh, I'm so glad to see Heliolisk, who was tied for last week's kill leader, snagging its 5th kill this season so far. with a nasty surf over that Marowak, which I was very much fearing, trust me. Out comes the Queen Mothra. Okay. So here is where we need to be very, very afraid. I am definitely able to outspeed here. And surf is definitely the move. I do still have my sashes intact, so that's super important here. So what I am going to do is just go for the surf. Oh man, he might go for something like the Giga eventually, but I do think surf is my best play. Oh man, he might go for the... I'm almost expecting him just to go for the quiver here at the same time. Do I have anything that I can, you know, sack to some degree? Okay, here I am just going to have to click the surf. If I have to sack this, I will. Hopefully he doesn't just go for the quiver here, but if he does, we do have some fail safes. Okay, that does really good damage. He goes for the flamethrower. Okay, that is going to take me out. No, it does not. Wow. That is actually amazing. That puts us in a really good scenario here because although I don't think that a Hyper Voice will take this mon out, I can just click Surf and that forces him to either go into the Mantine or the Ditto. If he does go Ditto, we do have some really good options for that. It'll be kind of a guessing game if he does go Ditto actually. But at the same time, if he goes Mantine, that's that. I am just going to click... I'm also tempted to click the Volt Switch. And I am actually just going to click that because he has no resistances for it anymore. He stays in. Okay, so that would have actually taken him out. Wow, I'm surprised that he just stays in there. Mimikyu is an option. Do I think he's just going to go for another flamethrower? Because if so, Rapidash can just come in. Rapidash should just be able to come in, frankly, on any move this wants to go for. Let's see if he does go for the flamethrower. I'm going to try and bait him into going for the flamethrower into Flashfire Rapidash. And he does. He does take that bait. Okay, perfect. So now my Flare Blitz is going to be doing a schmiz ton of damage. And the only thing that he could really bring in to stop me from going for something like that has been KO'd. At the same time, it might be a smarter choice to go for the high horsepower. In fact, I think I am just going to click the high horsepower here in case he does want to switch into something like Ditto and try and catch my own flash fire, or try and catch his own flash fire copying my ability. And I guess the battle was canceled. Okay. Good game to Bearpaw. I'm sorry if I did something to upset you or anything like that. I think that was well played on both ends, but I am going to pick up my third win here. I don't know how we're going to tabulate kills, but I guess my Helios will just get the one kill, and that's fine. But anyhow, guys, I hope you enjoyed this third week of the second season of the Draft League Challenge. And hopefully we can just keep on going with these wins and go to 4-0 next week. Hope you guys enjoy.